vacation. Sick in the head, but see the prize, my medication. Live from hell, escaping the rise and set the pace in the vibe.
What's going on, everybody? My name is AT from Headcrack Studios, headcrackstudios.com, and this is Kill Sesh, a one-on-one tutorial with yours truly, AT, aka Logic Kill. And today we are going to we're going to keep expanding on EQ, but we're going to go over boosting or adding EQ, right? Additive. I never heard anybody call it additive. It's really just boosting. Like I said in the last video, it's really just called cutting. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna put the disclaimer out there. If you haven't seen the last few videos on EQ, please go ahead and check those out because they are vital. And this is a continuation, So we're just building, baby. So pardon me as I move my table around. I'm sorry, the mic is rumbling. But yeah. So right now we're gonna go ahead and just pick up where we left off. So where we left off was we had the lead vocal, right? I know we talked about the kick and 808, but as far as boosting, I tend to add a lot more boosting stuff to vocals and stuff in that area, that frequency range. I do some stuff in the kicks and all that, but let's just let's crawl before we walk, all right? So here's the vocals. Yup, mic check, 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh, giving you what you need to do. All right, and then I keep going. Sorry. So last time we distinguished the fact that by cutting, right, we came to the conclusion that by cutting certain frequencies out, we actually get a better sounding vocal, and now the vocal sits a little better. And we also did that with the instruments that are in the same range as me. I remember last time telling you guys just really have an ear for what's competing with what, So now we get into, let's go ahead and get back to the vocals, because this is where you're going to be doing a lot of work, always, trust me. Add another EQ. And this is a good starting point, guys. Listen, read the EQ manual. Read the EQ section of any manual. It doesn't have to be the one that I post. Any kind of manual, any kind of book, anything that you guys have on EQ, read it, because it is vital. Let me move my mic. I keep hearing rumbling. It is vital to you guys learning about EQ, because it is a beast, right? It's a big topic, and trust me, there's always more to learn. But this is a good way to start. This is how my teachers taught me how to learn. Just find presets, go through them, and, listen to them and kind of dissect them. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and male rock, right? So let's listen to me now. Yup, mic check, 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh, giving you what you need to do. All right, so it sounds pretty good. So let's see what they did. They added some body, right? This is 268 hertz, right? So let's go ahead and boom. Yup. Let's turn everything off. Let's see what they added. Yup, mic check, 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh, giving you what you need to do. Yep, so they added some oomph, I like to call it, some body, right? Some low end. All right, let's see what else they added. They added 253, and I want to get into why they added these. Yup, mic check, 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh, giving you what you need to. Gives it that little bit of oomph again. All right, let's see what else. Oh, around 9K, okay. Yup, mic check, 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh, giving you what you need to. So I like this preset, and I never clicked this preset, honestly. So this is kind of dope because I've never clicked this. But I kind of like this preset in accordance with what we did in the last video because it's subtle. So when I play it, yup, mic check, 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh, giving you. So it's not a drastic change to my voice, but it makes it kind of clearer. All right. So guys, there's a lot you can do with boosting. So I'm going to give you some key frequencies. And actually this preset by accident touches on the ones I want to talk about. So you got this right here, right? You got this 268 range. So, and it's a big Q. Remember we talked about the Q? So it's pretty big. I think they had it. Yeah, I think they had it at 1. Yeah. So this range, well, I know we cut it out earlier, right? Around that range. But this range gives you that body, like I said. This is where, if you do it right, which this EQ kind of did, You got to be careful too. So I like to cut first, like we did in the last video, just to get the nasty stuff, the stuff we don't like, out the way. And now that we did that, now we can go ahead and put some stuff back in, you know? So now we got some low end back in, right? So this is going to give you that body. This is going to not make you sound super thin, right? And your voice, you know, you want your voice, you know how I sound right now. I'm not really doing processing. I'm just talking to you guys. You want to retain as much as that as possible, all right? Now, this frequency range is key because
Yup, mic check.
Turn this off.
1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you what.
you see how automatically I went down as soon as I cut this out. So let's go ahead.
Yup, mic check. 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you what.
All right, and there's a reason why, right? So that range, 2.5K, I know it goes down over here into 1K and 5K, which is dope. So this range is a major key in engineering. A lot of engineers use this, sorry. It's, you know, you can even go up to 3K, 2.5, that range, that's the presence range, right? So our ears are naturally tuned to hear this range more, right? And, when we boost a little bit of it, right? Not too much, but when we boost just enough of it, we'll go ahead and we'll be more present in the song. So this is what I said before, guys, on the last video when I told you don't boost too much high end to make the vocal stand out. Remember, I talked about cutting first, getting the stuff you don't like out. Well, now I'm telling you, this range is a little more important than boosting so much high end because this is actually what's giving us that presence, right? So then we go ahead and we go,
Yup, mic check.
this high mid range, this is starting at 9K, but you see it's crossing over right here in this 5K range, right? So these 5 kilohertz range, right? It's from 5 to like 9, 10. That's our sibilants. That's our S's, the clarity, right? This range is really good on vocals and it's really good on like guitars. So you can hear the picks and stuff of the strings. This is what you call the sibilants, that detail, right? That's why you notice how this is the, you know, the stock preset, but you notice how they boosted more here. And when you got to this range, it's a little less. And I like what they did here because I actually do this myself. The high cut, the high frequency cut, they actually cut it some. So that's important because naturally, if you guys hear me talking now, naturally I'm not super SE and I'm not super high end. And what I like to go for when I'm shaping, so this is called like, you know, tone shaping. I like to get it as close to natural as possible. Unless I'm going for an effect, I like to get it as natural as possible, almost like whoever's rapping is there with you, right? You wouldn't hear super high end and this and that. And like I said, you can always, I think I did it in the last video, you can cut and do some crazy funky stuff to make this sound like, you know, a radio. I'll actually show you that. So let's just play this. Hold up.
Yup, mic check. 1, 2, you know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you what you need to do. Yup, mic check. 1, 2, you know what it is.
I actually love this because this isn't doing too much and it sounds good. So this is honestly, I would leave it, you know. I'm kind of glad I found this because I might tweak this from time to time. So go ahead, you guys. If I was you, I would snapshot this and figure out the frequencies and then just play with it. Like, you know, the old saying goes, a lot of engineers have their vocal chain, have their kick chain and all that good stuff. But, you know, nobody's the same, right? So this might work on me, it might not work on you, and it might. So just play with it. So I kind of like that. So now we can do the same kind of thing with boosting, right? With the kick. So shout out to Lou Diaz. I read a lot of his articles and I study his work a lot. So same thing. Drums, EQ. A lot of things use EQ, guys. But look, overhead. So if you guys are really recording drums, these are samples. Then you want to try these presets out and play with them. I still do from time to time. Let's go ahead and do kick. All right. So kick did more cutting and they boosted around 103. I don't like this too much because I already know where my 808 sits. But let's see this one. All right. So this is kind of more where I like to be at. So this, I already know I'm not going to want that too high. So let's go ahead. But let's hear it. Let's just hear it. All right. Without. yeah, it's dope. And what I usually do is I just go ahead and figure out why they dropped what they dropped. You know, I'll find out. So let's see. There you go. So that's pretty much on point. I like this one too. And mind you guys, I'm telling you, I'm just clicking these as I go. I haven't ever touched these. But this right here is important, right? This too. But like I said, if the kick is already nice, you can get a decent amount of this range with compression and doing subtractive EQ like we did before. But we'll just leave it and I'll go over compression another day. So this one right here I like because this is what Lou Diaz talks about and a lot of engineers talk about is you find that range where it'll cut through, right? So when you're listening on a phone or a laptop or some AirPods, you know, the kick and the bassy stuff won't really cut through. So right there is actually perfect. Let's see. There you go. I tend to go a little higher on that one. Same range, that 3 to 5K range, because that'll give you that snap. That'll cut through. So,
Yup, mic check. 1, 2.
Yeah.
You know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you what you need to. Yup, mic check. 1.
right there.
Yup, mic check.
Yeah, it's cutting through already. So that's pretty close to what I do. I do it myself, obviously. I go ahead and I find the frequencies I want. But yeah, that's pretty close, guys. That's what I'm saying. These presets are there to help you. And I forgot to mention, so what I do like to do, let's take this one down. What I do like to do from time to time, and I use a different plugin, but I'm just going to use the stock. I like to do this, right? This is a little trick that I've acquired over the years. And make it thin-ish, because I'm not going to keep it that thin. So what I want to do is I want to turn my vocal down, right? Oh, where's my other EQ? All right. So let's see real quick. Let's take this off.
Yup. 1, 2. You know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you.
So I like to get it just below the beat, right? Just out of the mix. Just right there for a reason. Ready? Now you got to be modest with this. Got to be liberal. You can't be crazy. But ready? So now what I'll do is.
Yup, mic check. 1, 2. You know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you what you need to do.
So what I just did was I found the frequency range that my voice lives in, right? Like the frequency range that my voice is giving off the most, right? And it's right around here. I know my voice, but I found it. It's right around there. So I'm going to do this. And this is something I would add, honestly. Like not that wide, maybe like that. And let's see.
Yup, mic check. 1, 2. You know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh giving you what you need to do. And then I keep. Yup, mic check. 1, 2. You know what it is coming through.
Just enough, right? So then we already got this one going.
Yup, mic check. 1, 2. You know what it is coming through. Kill Sesh.
And you'll find out that when you're boosting these frequencies, you actually got to turn the vocal down. So, yeah, I just like to find the frequency range where the vocal is living, right? So if somebody has a naturally deep voice, I have a naturally nasally voice. So it's going to be around that 1.5, 2K range. Somebody has a deeper voice. You find out where the voice is living and give them that nature, that natural tone. That way they just sound natural on the song.
Is coming through. Kill Sesh.
And hear the difference between this one that we've been playing with and then lead 2, the other take that has nothing to do. Oh, wait, let's turn this off. All right.
What you need to do.
And then I keep going. I don't even know right now. I'ma keep scrolling.
Punching in, right? Keep punching in.
And let's just turn this back up. Wait a minute. There you go.
What you need to do.
And then I keep going. I don't even know right now.
Kill Sesh giving you.
Yeah, you can see. It just sounds better. So there's a lot of things you can do with adding EQ, guys. This is just, I want to keep this quick. Time flies when you're having fun. But rule of thumb, honestly, not even rule of thumb, just starting off, just go ahead and go through some presets, right? And then really dissect what they did. Like, go ahead and do what I did. Solo the vocals, find out what got boosted. And I'm telling you, there's a reason why these presets are there. And then you'll find out what to do in times. It just takes practice. But yeah, this is adding EQ. Like I said before, if you haven't seen Intro to EQ or Subtractive EQ, go ahead and check those out, because we're just building on EQ, because this is a really important tool in mixing. I want to go over compression next. So you guys let me know if you want to go over compression next, because that's really the next step in my chain is some compression. So I think that's the natural progression of things. So I think that's what we're going to do. But yeah, guys, so once again, this is adding EQ or boosting. I just did a quick demo of a kick really quick and a vocal really quick, how to add some key frequencies. Just remember, this is a key one. This is a nice key one at 3K. The syllabants right here, the 9 to 5K range-ish. And just remember to, if you do need some more presence, find that vocal range. Find where the vocal's living. All right? So that's it, guys. Once again, my name is AT from Headcrack Studios, headcrackstudios.com. Let's get to it, man. Happy music making, happy mixing.